Hello everyone, a new trailer of Knights of the Fallen Empire has been released and I'm making this video to give you my thoughts on it. Now, the first and probably the thing that made the biggest impression to me was the way the trailer actually looks. In short, the game looks reasonably better in the trailer than it does, well, in the actual game. Now, we've seen that in the past with other games like Watch Dogs and The Witcher 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition, where trailers show gameplay looking better than the actual game. This is usually due to the fact that the engines can support better looking graphics. It's just that the game doesn't perform well on the average PC, so they just don't allow it in game. That's probably going to be the case. There's definitely a higher AA filter enabled here. These might even be higher resolution textures than we have in the game. In-game, things look more blocky, more edgy. I mean, look at Lana Beniko here and Lana Beniko here. She, by the way, seems to have an entirely different model. First off, her body type, they either changed it from 2 up to 3 to make her look bigger and stronger, or maybe they give her a unique body type, which is somewhere in between. She definitely looks bigger, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong, we don't really see her for a very long time, but that is my suspicion. She also has a cybernetic hand, and her face and hair are all changed, and for a good reason. I mean, she is probably the worst looking character in the whole game, and she was one of the more important ones towards the end, and currently. Right now in game, she looks like an alpha character whose textures aren't fully finished or something. So I'm really glad to see, given that she's going to be an important character in the next expansion, that they gave her a whole new look pretty much. So is this a sign that they're actually improving the game, the way it looks, the way it plays out? Unfortunately, I doubt it. I think this is probably more of a marketing trick. There are clearly some effects that I haven't seen in current cutscenes, like especially this shot. First off, who's that character? Not sure, don't recognize her. But in this sequence, you can clearly see editing. You can see darkening of the edges of the screen. You can see blur while they're fighting. So this is not in the game, unless they're adding it as new features. This is probably just after edits. So deep down, I hope that the game will look and perform better, because these are one of my biggest complaints. Not really the looks, but the performance. But at the same time, I highly doubt it. Now, when it comes to the actual trailer, I'm not going to speculate too much. Can't say I'm not excited. Seeing Darth Maul in shackles does make me feel sad for him. But then later he kills another guy, and the guy next to him, who seems to be his ally, seems like he's about to run instead of fight back, so there's a little redemption for Darth Maul there. We see the scene where I think you're about to choose between a Lana Beniko companion and whatever Eternal Soldier guy companion. The scene where it seems like it's you in the Carbonite and Lana's about to spring you out. There's a curious little dialogue where the Emperor proposes an alliance of sorts, which is probably going to be like the Dreadmaster's part. It's not actually going to work, maybe even if you have the chance to agree. One thing I didn't really like was when the Jedi Knight says how he's a veteran of the Galactic War, how he's had many titles, but only one matters now, and that's the Outlander. It seems to me like they're trying to make it so that that the best thing the game has to offer begins now, more or less, which, if it's true, will be wonderful. But I'm like, I care about what happened in the past as well. I don't think I really want to say that, but oh well. Also, the Emperor's voice, not bad, but I feel like the voice actor goes over the top at some places. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he says, "Instead, I will share."
Instead, I will share.
But, I mean, who speaks like that? Ultimately, the trailer seems pretty good. I wonder if the neighbor's dog will be included in the game. Now, I wonder if Imperial characters will walk into this room with maybe Satele Shan in shackles. That would be cool. And I'm also curious to see how older choices and previous interactions with, well, companions and characters will translate into this expansion. I was curious to see maybe old companions reappearing in the trailer. They didn't show that, so I don't know what will happen. I'm hoping for the best, and that's pretty much all I have to say about this trailer. I can't really speak about the actual story because I try to keep myself spoiler free as much as possible, and I'm really looking forward for the expansion. I'm pretty much set with nearly 16 characters, 2 of each class going light side and dark side, some romanced Lana, some romanced Theron Shan, and just I'm ready for it. So tell me if you are, and until next video, stay tuned and be good.